Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the educator and the timekeeper. Thank you for the time that given to me. Today, I'm asked the representative for my team, which is the opposition team, will rebut the motion. But before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Orchidia Andaru Nafisa as the first speaker of the opposition team from SMA Negeri 1 Cimahi. Now, I'll rebut the motion. What is the motion today? Today's motion is this House regrets merger and acquisitions within the technology industry. Can be like, for example, like Tokopedia and Gojek, Facebook and Instagram and Google and YouTube. Okay, let me tell the definition of measuring first. What is measuring? Mergers and acquisition are strategies that are widely used by the digital companies to streamline the company's operational costs and increase the level of valuation. And a merger is defined as a strategy that combining two companies and occurs when two businesses join or merger to one single company with a new name. Okay. Why the two of companies need to merger their companies? It's because to reducing competition. As explained earlier, the acquisition of companies engaged in the same business sector, right? And of course, will reduce competition because they have merged into a strong unit, and thus the potential to beat other competitors can be greater. And a merger is voluntary fusion of two companies on broadly equal terms into one legal entity. And a corporate merger or acquisition can have a profound effect on a company's growth prospects and long-term outlook. Take over a company by means of whether the company or its shares are majority owned by another company. If you have many applications that you use, people will be more afraid to keep their data because the company is biased to commit fraud. Meanwhile, if a company that has a big name will feel ashamed and feel a sense of responsibility and protect what is the right of the customers. And the company will take a good care of the privacy of its customers. And secondly, by merging the companies, they can carry out an advantage of each company, which when combined will become something big. And by having the superpower and uniting the two companies, it can increase finance for the country, for our country, Indonesia, and creating jobs. And because private companies have a higher role than state companies, and the two visions and missions of two companies will encourage the acceleration of financial inclusion in Indonesia. And this will encourage Indonesians themselves to accelerate the growth of the digital economy so that people want to learn to use technology with this system so that they are not left behind from other countries all around the world. And merger and acquisition are also used for risk spreading of saving a business, and many mergers and acquisition carry out the management by carry out mergers and acquisition carried out when management of any business recognize the need of a new corporate identity. And many mergers and acquisition carry out for market dominance and reaching economies of scale. And acquisition are undertaken to achieve vertical and horizontal operational synergies. There are several primary rationales that determine the nature of the proposed merger or acquisition. For example, like Nowadays, Gojek and Tokopedia merger that we will now it as Goto that brings together the strengths of the Indonesian champions and creates a globally unique and highly complementary ecosystem that combines e-commerce, on-demand, and financial services. And Goto Group is Indonesia's largest digital consumers platform, capturing majority of consumers' household expenditure, and the group's comprehensive merchant and partner network will over an unparalleled selection of goods and services, and its leading payments and financial services business will provide convenience and significantly increase financial inclusion. And Godo's inception highlights the huge potential of Indonesian digital economy according to report by the Bain and Co. And Indonesia's large uh, market is also a draw for big competition, resulting in the country's successful technology unicorns, constantly innovating new ways to grow. And also, Godo has the potential to provide a financial solution to the country's underbanked and unbanked population. So those are the reason why I and my team don't agree with this motion. And we are not totally support this motion. And that's all for me and my team. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.